The story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. Goldilocks wandered into the forest and lost her way. She was very frightened, but then she saw a friendly little cottage in the distance. The friendly little cottage belonged to three bears. One was a great big Papa Bear, and there were other bears. There's the mom and the baby. Papa's porridge was too hot. Mama's porridge was too cold. The baby's was just right. She sits in their chairs, sits in their bed. Okay. "Who's been eating my porridge?" said Mama Bear. Listen, this story's ridiculous. It wouldn't happen like this at all. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah. Dad's making it better, son. This part's all wrong. And happily ever after. Alright. Let's try that again. This time without the foolishness. Things don't always work out like they do in fairy tales, son. It's about time you learned. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. She lived at the edge of the forest with her family. One morning, she was picking flowers instead of doing her homework, and Goldilocks wandered into the forest and lost her way. Goldilocks was in way over her head. She didn't bring a compass, matches, or even snacks to help her survive. Just as she was considering laying down and simply waiting for death, she spotted a friendly little cottage in the distance. This friendly little cottage belonged to a great big Papa Bear who worked 10 hours a day, 6 days a week at the water treatment plant to keep up on mortgage payments. His wife was a middle-sized Mama Bear who helped out by selling things she found at garage sales on eBay. And there was a tiny little baby bear who had been perpetually a baby for like 10 years. The doctor said this can happen sometimes when a child wants to delay being a responsible member of society for as long as possible. That morning, the three bears decided to take a walk while their Pop-Tarts were cooling. They were too hot to eat. Goldilocks had set up a makeshift recon outpost outside of their house. When she saw Daddy Bear grabbing his coat and Mama Bear grabbing her cigarettes, Goldilocks sprang into action. Just as the three bears were leaving out of the front door, because it's their house, Goldilocks used a hairpin to pick the lock of the back door very quietly. Once she was in the house, the very first thing that she saw and smelled was the sweet, steamy Pop-Tarts. "I sure am hungry," Goldilocks said. "I'll just have one bite." Because Goldilocks' parents had never taught her right and wrong, she felt a sense of entitlement to just about anything she saw. First, she tried one of Papa Bear's great big stack of Pop-Tarts. "Ow," she yelled, "too hot." Just then, Papa Bear got a call from ADT Home Security, informing him of an intruder. Papa Bear and Mama Bear and little baby bear grabbed their stuff and went back to the house, where they found the front door standing wide open. Papa Bear slowly and cautiously stepped into the living room to see what was the matter. Seeing nothing, he went right to the hull closet and grabbed his 9mm pistol. "If anybody's in here, they better come out right now unless they want a cap popped in them," said Papa Bear in a gruff voice. Scared, sweet little Goldilocks stepped out from behind the curtain. "Please don't hurt me, mister," she pleaded. Papa Bear looked at Mama Bear. "Mama Bear, get the police on the phone." And then Papa Bear held Goldilocks at gunpoint until the cops arrived. Goldilocks spent 2 weeks in jail and had to do 300 hours of community service for 3 counts of criminal mischief, breaking and entering, and trespassing. But don't worry, Goldilocks turned her life around. She dropped out of school, but she got her GED when she was 17, and she got a part-time waitressing job at the local diner. And now she lives in a cheap apartment on the east side of town. And the three bears live happily ever after.